Hey guys, Optimus here. Gonna be doing a reaction to Optimus Prime versus Gundam, Transformers versus Gundam Death Battle. This is a brand new one from Death Battle, obviously, or what they go. I guess that's what they go. But I'm pretty sure they have another one. But yeah, I don't. Never really got into the Gundam stuff. I've only seen like one episode, and that was kind of it.
You've never seen the ending?
Well, how can you say you don't like it if you haven't even given it a chance?
I agree with Stewie, it's not really fair.
I know, it's crazy. I kind of like anime, but I'm not a... I've actually never been an actual true fan of anything. I mean, heck, even World of Warcraft, I only maybe got like one or two things. In the Brony fandom, I got like a couple plushies. Into the video. 3, 2, 1.
Check out 23andMe, a DNA testing service that can offer insight into your ancestry, health, wellness, and traits. The 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service includes reports on how your DNA can influence your
I found out
sleep
one of my
quality,
ancestors is
and more.
actually
It's super easy to do.
a famous
You just spit it in
boxer,
the tube and mail it back to their
Gentleman
lab to be
Jim.
analyzed. I learned a lot about my family tree, and I'm
Corbin.
probably a little lactose
Look it up, he
intolerant.
actually exists.
Order your 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service Kit at 23andme.com/deathbattle. That's the number 23. Can I? andme.com/deathbattle.
Across this vast world of different nations with different people, it is the clash of opinions which truly divides us. However, there is
I
one
got that movie.
universal truth, which absolutely everyone can agree on.
Giant
What the hell?
robots are freaking awesome! Like Optimus Prime, the original G1
Who hasn't
Transformer.
seen
And
Transformers?
the
Careful, Sam. If Megatron gets the Allspark, he will rule the entire universe. Or it might kill him, and then possibly raise him from the dead. Frankly, Sam, I don't know what the Allspark does.
78-2, the original Mobile Suit Gundam.
These aren't just
I say
any
the Gundam
robots,
wins
they're the old
because-
school classics, the first of their kind, and we're in for a robo battle of East versus West.
Well, Optimus was originally a Japanese toy.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
I
it's
guess
our
the
job to
reason would
analyze their
be-
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
I guess the human pilot would probably have more experience. Well, no, humans haven't been alive
Millions
as long
of years
as
ago, on a
Optimus.
distant planet called Cybertron, a great unrest grew between two factions
In
of
future
robotic
Earth.
beings, the Decepticons and the Autobots. With little warning, they found themselves entangled in civil war.
Led by that douchebag Megatron, the Decepticons started gunning down any bot they pleased for basically no reason, including some guy named Orion Pax.
I just got it.
Which will be
Oh,
important later.
and the newest one they actually have.
Rest in
Orion
peace,
Pax.
bro.
What Megatron didn't know was that this
The
seemingly
Beast
random
War
encounter would
and
end up
that-
reshaping
I don't
the
remember what it's
universe.
called.
Thanks to a robot Gandalf, Orion Pax was
Gandalf.
rebuilt into something bigger, stronger, and way more recognizable.
The newest
Okay.
commander of the Autobots had risen, Optimus Prime.
The Autobots will never sacrifice freedom.
Optimus is a powerful warrior with tons of awesome robo-powers.
Oh,
As a
dang.
transformer, he can scan
Split
nearby
image.
objects and
Yeah.
morph his body to resemble one, becoming a robot in disguise.
His favorite is a classic 1979 Kenworth K100 tractor.
This is Rubber Ducky. What's your 1020, over? I've got Preparation H in my rear and Smokey the Bat in my back door. We got us a convoy, over. Yeehaw! Copy that, you some bitch pile of monkey nuts.
I know
Oldie
nothing
but a
about
goodie,
cars.
which
I just
500 horsepower.
Oh,
and
that's
can
a truck,
plug it over
there's a
80 miles
car,
per hour.
there's a semi-truck,
He even gets a trailer, which, when he doesn't need it, mysteriously
ignition
disappears
key,
into thin air.
oil,
No,
gas,
really, where the hell does
stuff.
that thing go? I need to know.
More importantly, the life force of every Transformer resides in their spark, sort of like a soul. And Optimus is no different,
Yep.
except that his spark gives him a few unique abilities.
Where he dies
His
a lot.
spark's pretty rare. Compared to other robo people, it gives him increased strength, speed and durability.
I didn't know their sparks could actually affect them differently.
Or his feet boosters,
I thought they were all just their power source.
Like some sort of ghost robot Rayman. Ooh!
Optimus is referred to as a 0.1%er. That is how rare a being of his caliber is.
Okay.
Is that what all those people on Wall Street were protesting?
Even then, many of Optimus's abilities are further enhanced thanks to his possession of one of the most powerful artifacts in Cybertron's history, the Matrix of Leadership.
Oh yeah, you know, it's nothing much.
Yeah, that's the one I was
robot god.
Wait, no, that's
the
a
Matrix
video
is a
game, I
conduit
think.
for the power of Primus, the creator of the Transformer race. With this, Optimus can heal some of his most grievous wounds.
What? Not all the time. Like,
It's what I feared. Prostate cancer. And it's advanced. I'm sorry, Prime, but you're going to die.
you know, when he died.
And use the power of the Matrix.
I heard he dies like 3 times or so.
Our darkest hour.
Well, he has an impressive arsenal to hopefully keep that particular problem from coming up again.
Yeah.
Never again. Regardless,
I don't watch
he
comics.
wields the
I rarely
Ion
look at
Blaster,
comics.
A giant death cannon which Prime
First comic I've
like
actually seen, it was the
This big
Naruto
ol'
ones.
rifle fires bolts of energy strong enough to take down most Decepticons, and can even be fired into space from ground level. Even better, it never seems to run out of ammo. Ah, one can only dream.
Optimus Prime also
pretty sure
carries
it drains
numerous
from
weapons
their
composed
spark.
of Energon, a raw energy force used by Transformers to power their technology and, well, themselves.
He's got a glowy Energon axe and Energon swords, perfect for slicing
Good
up
to have.
robots of all sizes. And I guess they'd probably work pretty good on people too.
Fighting fire with fire, Optimus
Yeah,
Prime
they
led
probably
the fight
slice through
against the
people like they're
Decepticons
nothing.
for several millennia. Eventually, the war even found its way to our own Earth.
But we've got nothing to worry about with Optimus protecting
We
the
don't
planet.
take
He's
too
tank blast that would tear other bots
strangers
apart,
from out
like
of
when
the
this
world.
mega refinery
Well, we don't take kindly to you.
Well, we don't take kindly to folks that don't take kindly around here.
exploded. It could be seen from outer space. He's punched the ground so hard, the trees around him freaking exploded.
Jeez.
Child's play, Boomstick. He's strong enough to tip this large oil tanker, which, when compared to the
Bullcrap.
real-life Sea-Wise giant, must weigh over
He
700,000
would have to
tons.
control
He's
gravity.
tossed
that would be
satellite
physically
into orbit
impossible.
and
I know it's a
punched hard
cartoon,
enough
but
to
still.
crack 6 shots chest plate.
Who boasted that his armor was drawn from the compacted
But coming from me when I
subatomic
thought
matter
every
of a
single
collapsed
cartoon movie
star.
I've ever saw was
Just
all
to
real.
let you know, such a star
Yeah,
would have
it's
a density of
kinda
over
weird.
300 billion tons per
I always
cubic
think they're
inch.
like their own
While
universe.
great density doesn't necessarily beget great toughness, this still means Six Shot's armor was 500 billion times more dense than osmium, the most dense natural material on Earth.
You're the most
Okay.
dense natural material on Earth.
What'd you say?
And our Robo-Commander wrecked it. He's fast enough to catch up to this Decepticon space shuttle in just 23 seconds.
Given the size of the Earth here and the angle of ascent, we can determine he's moving around 125,000 miles per hour. He's also
Means
a talented
nothing to
leader,
me.
capable of commanding
I was never
1,000
taught
battles
that.
at the
Miles
same
per hour
time
crap.
via the Omniglobe.
I just know the
Like
driving
Skynet,
limits.
put in a giant disco ball. He's used that crazy strength of his to punch through Megatron, who once tanked an explosion big enough to knock Cybertron out of orbit. And thanks to the weird robo-magic of the Matrix,
Yeah, it's
he's even
absolute
defeated
bullcrap.
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Who's basically a giant robot Satan who eats planets. This guy
And
is
the newest
unstoppable.
Not
cartoon,
necessarily. Optimus is certainly powerful, but after all
Unicron
is
was
said and
actually
done, he
inside
has one
Earth.
major weakness.
To violate that law would destroy our honor.
He's just too nice.
Yeah, he's kinda all about the whole honor and fair fighting thing, which kinda screwed him over more than once.
Yeah.
And even gotten him killed multiple times.
Fucking idiot.
Plus, he killed himself once just because he accidentally broke the rules in a frickin' game.
Saga! Dagger shot himself!
But when his back is to the wall and all hell's breaking loose, he'll fight to the end, riding the eye of the storm.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Okay.
In the year 2179, humanity has embraced the stars.
Well, mostly.
Right. After a somewhat united humanity expanded across the solar system, the ideologies between those on Earth and those in space began to drift apart. A new
We all have to
Space
admit,
Republic,
if we did
the
find a new
Principality
planet to
of
live,
Sion,
it's just going to be
arose
no
challenge
different
the
than when the
Earth
Americans were
Federation.
founded.
Space
We don't
Noid.
want anything
Like
to
the
do with you guys.
Domino's
We're going to
pizza
form our own
mascot,
society.
but in space.
That's
No,
just how it
more
is.
like space Nazis.
Oh, well, I guess it's no surprise that they started a war.
Well,
by gassing a populated space colony and dropping the whole thing on the planet. Man, that's messed up. But that's just how it started. For the real star of the
That's
show,
messed up.
some smart guys put their heads together and came up with the coolest thing they could think of.
Damn.
Laura! Laura! Laura!
Giant fighting robots!
These were mobile suits.
You're not an anime fan if you
engineers
don't
had
like
developed a
these
suit which
guys.
would put all others to shame. This was the RX-78-2, otherwise known as the Gundam.
They're actually, they look like samurai.
Named Gundam, but this was the original granddaddy of them all.
This
Getting my
experimental mobile suit was
hands up,
hidden on a
keep moving my
remote
left
colony,
hand.
but before its maiden
can't
voyage
see
with the equally classified white base could begin, it was caught in a surprise Xeon attack.
With just 2 Zaku suits,
Well,
the space
shit.
Nazis wiped out almost all of the white base's military crew. The
You
only people left to
bastards.
save these secret projects were civilians who had no idea these things even existed.
Among those who rose up was a young boy named Amuro Ray. Brilliant, albeit standoffish, Amuro was actually the son of the Gundam's chief engineer, and had already stumbled upon the mech's coded blueprints.
So he grabbed the owner's manual, jumped in the Gundam, and flew into the fight. Damn, not too shabby for going off just the manual.
Amuro quickly adapted to its complex controls thanks to its learning computer system, designed so the Gundam itself can learn its pilot's limitations and compensate.
Its body is made
that's
of a
pretty
super
cool.
durable Luna titanium alloy called Gundarium. Of course.
Yet another fictional metal that's way better than anything in real life.
For weapons,
Is it better
it's
than,
got twin 60mm
Wolverine's
Vulcan
metal?
guns for ears. It's got a shield that can block shots strong enough to take down warships, and a gravity hammer, a supersized flail that's rocket propelled.
Damn.
Whoever came up with that is my goddamn hero. Same with the guy who built the ultra-destructive beam rifle.
That would
about
be
that.
the ingenious Dr.
Advertisements.
Minovsky. Thanks to him, the beam rifle is a marvelous feat of weapons engineering. Minovsky had developed a way to miniaturize the enormous megaparticle cannons found on warships without losing any power.
The result is a Gundam-sized rifle that can take down entire fleets of ships all on its
damn.
own. It's like having a pistol with all the
What
power
would be like
of
if a
1,000 tanks.
Gundam
A
fought
single shot could easily tear through a 13,000-ton Musai-class
the
warship.
pilots
Given
of,
the official stats of this ship, to tear it asunder like so would require a strike worth nearly
the Lion
9,000
one?
tons
I
of
remember what it's
TNT.
called.
Sure, the beam rifle only has 16 shots, but who really cares when you just need one?
Last but not least, the Gundam carries 2 retractable beam sabers.
Because you can't have space battles without royalty-free lightsabers.
But all these amazing weapons would be useless without an exceptional pilot. Despite still technically being a civilian, Amuro became the main pilot for the Gundam. Turns out, his skill was mostly thanks to his previously unknown abilities. Amuro was a new type.
Like, Pokemon?
Apparently, humankind was never meant to live under gravity's pull. In space, without it literally weighing down their souls, some humans developed psychic powers.
In 200 years, everyone will have psychokinesis. Sure, they'll be annoying and have marijuana-shaped hair, but still.
Oh, cool.
Dumbest backstory for why someone gets powers, and we've heard a lot of them with.
Hey,
so what, you
get-
can like read
boys,
minds or something?
The other way.
Sort of. These powers and
Just
their
kidding.
capabilities have little definition, often differing between different people. Most new types can instantly understand each other upon contact, even drawing kinship between sworn enemies. Amuro's abilities in particular grant him something akin to precognition. He can predict exactly what will happen on the battlefield and where his enemies will be, and can capitalize on it if he reacts fast enough.
Kind of like a Pokemon called Delayed.
From the other side.
He shot down targets too fast for the eye to see, and navigated his friends through a collapsing fortress with no
That's a lot of info
By the
for
end of the
Gundam
war,
Wing.
his own reflexes were pushing the limits of the Gundam itself.
A magnetic coating was added to the Gundam to compensate, reducing the suit's friction and increasing its speed by 27%.
Nice.
Over 14 years of military service, Amuro became a legendary pilot. He even learned how to use these super fast funnel guns with his Psycho power.
Speaking of speed, the Gundam is comparable to the Red Zaku piloted by Amuro's rival Char, which is 3
it's
times
kind of
faster
obvious
than
the
standard
Gundam's gonna
Green
win.
model.
During the first large-scale
Everyone's
battle
just
with
bragging
mobile
about it
suits,
like crazy.
Azaku flew through the battlefield in 7
As I
seconds.
said, I've never actually
By
seen
comparing
Gundam
the
Wing. Only
1,072
maybe
foot long
clips of it, but
Magellan-class
never the
starships
full,
from a distance,
not a single
we can
one
tell the
full
Zaku
episode.
flew over 7 miles.
One full
This puts
episode.
the standard Zaku's top speed just under Mach 5. When tripled to compare to Char, this means the Gundam can move at least 11,000 miles per hour. 15
Again,
times the speed of sound.
it's nothing to me.
Eyeballing it with Amuro's new type powers and magnetic coating, it's possible the Gundam
I'm
can move
pretty
as
sure-
fast as Mach 25.
I'm pretty
Though
sure it's
anything
still
over that would
faster
put it
than
dangerously close to re-entry speeds, which its chassis
Optimus,
cannot
so
survive
I still
on its
put my
own.
bid on him.
The Gundam is strong enough to lift and throw this goofy mobile suit, and tough enough to power through a magnetic field that's 7,200 degrees Fahrenheit. It survived
Just
plenty
say
of
it's
really
OP
big
and
explosions,
let's just be done
including
with
a
it.
detonating asteroid and a nuclear blast, which wrecked Amuro's home
Kind of like
colony.
what today, I
I
just
bet
got a
it
new
could wipe
weapon
out
for
the
my
space
character, and I'm
Nazis
now
on
even
its
more
own.
powerful.
It nearly did. Amuro
Been
and his
trying to get
Gundam
one
were
for
instrumental
weeks.
to the war effort. It doesn't matter how much the Gundam was burned. It would always stand up, dispel the fear, and fly.
And you're trashed.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, let me transform your eating habits.
Nope.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron.
But right now,
There we go.
it's time for a death battle!
Alright. Space. The boring emptiness.
Amuro, come in. Where are you?
I'm checking something out, Sayla. It's more than meets the eye.
Get your butt back to my base. If there's trouble, we can't send backup.
Let's roll.
Right. He would not just charge at you, he would talk. Fighting is like the last thing you would do. Might want to find a stronger meteorite. Yeah, Optimus doesn't stand a chance. Ooh.
Vile Decepticon, I have been in battle for countless eons.
Yeah, that's the only thing he has against the Gundam guys, the eons of combat, but he has more power and abilities. Ooh. Ooh, Clanky.
Not today.
And he does. Or shoots something else. Ooh, Clanky. Come again.
Only one shot left.
And fall on the earth. How the humans survived is beyond me, because that impact should have killed him. Oh, he's... Can his powers not work in gravity? Uh-oh, I guess Optimus has the advantage. Yeah. Ooh! Damn! Ooh! Tire in the face. Not fun. Ooh! That was close.
Stop that. I'm just bad.
I must stand, so you shall fall.
Was not expecting that. Yeah, he's dead.
He's got the touch! He's got the power!
The Gundam was an impressive machine, and Amuro was a skilled pilot, but Optimus's millions of years of battle experience completely
I guess I should have
overshadowed
went with
Amuro's 14.
Optimus.
Also, we already know that Optimus was over 6 times faster and 9,000 times stronger.
Like I said, I wasn't paying much
Who
attention
knew
to
Optimus
speed
was
because
so
I don't
freaking
give a
buff?
goddamn.
But the Gundam held plenty of its own advantages. With Amuro's super future sense powers, he could keep up with Optimus's speed. And with the Gundam's firepower, who cares how much it could lift?
Unfortunately, the Gundam's limited ammunition meant this couldn't last. And even then, Optimus could certainly survive a shot from the beam rifle.
Remember that refinery explosion Optimus survived? The one you could see from outer space?
This blast left an enormous gash on the planet Cybertron. To measure the power of this explosion,
But
we
that's
needed to compare
tiny
it to the
compared
Gundam
to
from the planet.
Azeroth.
Now, Cybertron's size is pretty inconsistent throughout G1 Transformers history.
The broken
but
world
even when
of
using
Argus.
the alternating sizes between the cartoon and the comics, the blast is far more destructive than the beam rifle in both cases.
And Optimus just walked right out of that bitch. And this isn't some weird outlier just out of the comics either. In the cartoon, Megatron survived a blast that pushed Cybertron out of orbit.
Which
And
is
he's pretty
freaking
comparable to
impossible.
Optimus.
To be fair, the Gundam boasted some impressive durability feats too.
Like when Amuro accidentally blew up a Zaku's nuclear reactor right in his own face. Hey, give him a break. It was his first time.
This explosion created a hole in the space colony which sucked out Amuro's father.
Oops.
On the right side, he's gonna save some money on Father's Day gifts, right?
And with his height in mind, we deduced the scope of the explosion.
It's over 150,000 kilotons of TNT. That's
No idea.
10,000 times more powerful than the bomb that dropped on Hiroshima. But still nowhere close to the refinery explosion.
Just without the
Optimus survived.
nuclear
Also,
energy.
the Gundam couldn't dodge Optimus's ion blaster forever. It was fast enough to strike targets in orbit from ground level. That puts its laser speed over 3 million miles per hour.
Even when he knew it was coming, Amuro couldn't react quick enough to dodge or block anything that fast. And even then, Optimus's time in the Omni-Globe proves he can think way faster than Amuro.
And just to blow your mind even more, in order to obliterate Unicron with the Matrix, the energy output must have equaled more than 40 Yoda-tons of TNT.
Yoda
Star
tons.
Wars guy! And you know what they say, size matters not, especially when Optimus has defeated opponents as big as Devastator.
The Gundam was a powerful mobile
that's
suit
pretty
with some
OP.
astonishing firepower, but was ultimately outmatched by the Autobot's strength, speed, durability, and experience.
I'd say Optimus was primed for this fight.
The winner is Optimus Prime.
Thanks for watching,
Well,
guys. If you wanna
he's
see the
dead.
exclusive commentary on this episode,
Well-
just click that little box over there. And if you want the battle music for yourself, click the link down below and you can get it off
I guess
See you in the next.
that's... what next? Who are they? Okay. Robin versus... Oh, Nightwing versus Daredevil. I felt with Daredevil. Or wait, no, yeah, Daredevil, because he can see in the dark. Or he's blind, so he enhances his senses. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of gadgets as Nightwing, but I don't know, that'd be kind of interesting. But anyway, that was my reaction to Optimus Prime versus Gundam. Yeah, I should have went with Optimus. I mean, that should have been the obvious choice since he aged 1,000 years, but I figured the Gundam would, this generation, would be a little bit better than the previous one. And with Mr. Optimus, I like to die a lot. I thought the Gundam would have a better chance at it, yet, you know, I'm pretty sure that Gundams had their down days, or they get damaged too, but I'm pretty sure that the characters have been alive a long time, so compared to Optimus Prime's alternate universe where he's freaking dying a lot, I just assumed. Jeez. Yeah, I still remember when the first Transformers movie came out. I went with my stepdad, he's like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. And I'm like, why? It's more realistic and it looks freaking cool. But then, I think I'm like the only person, besides my brother, that likes cartoons in my whole family. Anyway, hope you guys liked the reaction, and have a nice day.